Good morning, student. Myself Gadak sir from Samshakti Vidyaniketan, Malda school. Friends, we are learning math subject for the 5th standard. So, in the last lecture, we have seen the topic that is the place value or the digit into the given number and also the expanded form of the given number. And we also have seen the number up to the 6-digit number. Okay. So into this lecture, today's lecture, we are going to see the topic that is bigger and smaller number. Okay. So friends, for the bigger and smaller number, we also have seen into the last year, that is how to identify the number which is the bigger and how to identify the number which is the smaller. Obviously, okay, because we have learned the number up to the 6-digit number. So in this lecture, we have to see how to identify the smaller and bigger number up to the 6-digit number and 7-digit number. Okay. So one by one, we will start from the 2-digit number. So from the 2-digit number, we will start to identify how to identify the bigger number and smaller number. Okay. So from the 2-digit number, I will start. Okay. So either from 2-digit, we will start from the single-digit number. Okay. So I will take two numbers. Suppose 9 and 7. Now, friends, which is the smaller number and which is the bigger number? Obviously 7 is the smaller and 9 is the bigger. Why? Because from the 1, which number come earlier? 7 is come earlier. And after the 7, there will be the 8. And after the 8, there will be the 9. That means that 7 is the smaller number. Why that is smaller? Because from the 1, it's come earlier. That's why it is the smaller number. And as compared to the 7, that 9 is bigger number. So that 9 is bigger number. Because that 9 comes after the 7. That's why that 9 is the bigger number. Okay. Now, if I want to use the symbol to indicate which is the number, which is the bigger number and which is the smaller number, which symbol should I use? Suppose I have written 9 here and 7 here. For indicating the number bigger and smaller number, I have two symbols. Which are that symbols? Like that. This one is symbol or that one. That two are the symbols. Okay? That one. Okay? This one is the symbol or this one is the symbol. So out of that two symbols, which is the symbol for showing the bigger number and which is the symbol for showing the smaller number, that we will see. Now, suppose I have written 9 here and 7 here. Okay. Now I have to indicate 9 is the bigger number than this 7. So how should I use that out of that two symbol? Which symbol should I use? I should use that symbol. Why I should use that symbol? Because 9 is the bigger number than the 7 number. That's why I have made the face of that symbol toward the 9. Okay? So that means I have shown here that 9 is bigger than the 7. Now, if I write the number like 7 is here and 9 is here. Okay? Now which is the bigger number? 7 or 9? Obviously 9 is the bigger number. So if I want to indicate 9 is the bigger, so where I have to make the face of that symbol? Toward the 9. That means when I am writing that 9 on the left hand side, that means that time I have to make the face toward the 9. So that means I have to make the face of that arrow toward the bigger number. Okay. The meaning of both the symbols are the same. That means 9 is the bigger than the 7. Now, instead of showing the bigger number, if I want to write or I want to show the smaller number, then which symbol I should use? Or where should I make the face of that arrow toward the smaller number. That means if I write 9 and 7, okay. So which is the smaller number in the 9 and 7? Obviously 7 is the smaller number. So if I want to show the smaller number, I will make the face toward the 7. And if I want to show, okay, no problem. So that means into the bigger number, 9 is bigger than the 7 and 7 is smaller there. 7 is smaller than the 9. Okay, that means for the single digit number, we have seen how to identify the number which is the bigger or which is the smaller. Okay, now we will move toward the 2 digit number. Okay, we will move toward the 2 digit number. Suppose I will take 2 digit number like 57 and here is 98. So both numbers are 2 digit number. So which is the bigger number? 57 is bigger or 98 is bigger? Obviously 98 is the bigger than the 57. That means that 57 is the smaller number obviously. So if 57 is the smaller, where should I give the arrow if I want to show the bigger number? Obviously I should make the face toward the 98. That means that 98 is bigger than the 57. Or another meaning of that symbol is like that 57 is smaller than the 98. That means we can say that 98 is bigger than 57, or we can also say that 57 is smaller than the 98. Meaning of both these words are same, bigger or smaller. Only the difference is that the face of that arrow. That means always the face of that arrow is toward the bigger number obviously. Okay. So that is for the 2 digit number. Now if I want to take 3 digit number, how should I use 3 digit number? Suppose I will take 269 and 580. So which is the bigger number again? 580 is the bigger than the 269. That means if I want to show the bigger number, where should I give the arrow, or where should I keep the face of that symbol? Toward the 580, because that 580 is larger than the 269 obviously. That means also I can take another meaning of that symbol is like that 269 is smaller than the 580 obviously. Okay, so that is for the 3 digit number. Now for the 4 digit number, suppose in your book on page number 8 there is one practice set 6. So into that practice set there are 2 questions they have given to us. First question is like that: write the proper symbol, that symbol or that symbol in the box. That means what? You have to give the symbol for the number, or for the bigger or smaller number. So out of that, the first example they have given the arrow. What is the first example? 5,705 and another number is 15,705. Obviously, which is the larger number? 5,705 or 15,705? Obviously 15,705. That means they have given the face of that symbol toward the bigger number. That means 2 meanings are there, that 5,705 is smaller than 15,705, or another meaning is like that 15,705 is greater than 5,705, like that. Suppose if we take the second example, okay, we will take second example from the book or exercise. So into that we will give the symbol. Okay. So what is the second example? Second example is like that. All of you try to read that number. is that number. This one is the number. Then there will be the one box, and second number is like that. Okay. This is the second number. So I think all of you are able to read that number. Okay. So if I want to read that number, how should I read? I will give the comma. They have given the commas here. So we no need to give a comma again. Okay. So first comma is after the 100. Then after the comma there will be the 1000 and 10,000. And after the 10,000 there will be the lakh. Okay. Lakh and 10 lakh. Okay. So that means that 22 is at the place of lakh. That's why 22 lakh 74,705. This is the number. And another number is like that. Again 100,000, 10,000, lakh and 10 lakh. That means that 12 is at the place of lakh. So 12 lakh 74,705 is the number. So out of that two numbers, which is the larger number or which is the smaller number, first you have to identify, and then you have to give the symbol here. Okay. For giving the symbol, what we are doing? We are making the face of that symbol toward the larger number. So for that purpose, for the giving the symbol, first we have to identify which is the larger number and which is the smaller number. So the first number is 22,74,705, and second number is 12,74,705. So obviously this is 22 lakh, and this number is 12 lakh something. 22 lakh something, 12 lakh something. So 22 lakh is greater or 12 lakh is greater. Which is the greater? Obviously 22 lakh. That means this number is bigger number, and that 12,74,705 is the smaller number. So if this number is greater, where should I make the face of that arrow? Toward the bigger number. That means toward this number. That means I have given the symbol. So meaning of that symbol is 22,74,705 is the bigger number than the 12,74,705. Or another meaning of that number is like that: 12,74,705 is lesser than the 22,74,705. These are the two meanings of that symbol. Okay. So are you able to give the symbols for the numbers? So for giving the symbols, first we have to identify which is the bigger number and which is the smaller number. And for giving the symbol, we have to make the face of that arrow toward the bigger number. Okay. One more example we will take from the practice set. I think we will take 6 number example. Okay. So which is the 6 number example? All of you should try to read that number. Okay. This one is the first number. Then here is the box, and second number is like that. Now these are the two numbers. Okay. So 35, 8. So if you try to read that number, again that 35 is at the place of lakh. That means 35 lakh 80,177, and second number is 35 lakh 88,102. Now for giving a symbol, I should understand which is the bigger number and which is the smaller number. So first number is like that: 35 lakh 80,177, and second number is like that: 35 lakh 88,172. Now if we see for the lakh, in both the numbers there will be the 35 lakh. That means for the lakh place there will be the same digit. Now we will move toward the next digit. Next digits are thousands. Here is 80,000 and here is 88,000. 80 and 88,000. So which is the bigger? 80,000 or 88,000 is the bigger? Obviously 88,000 is bigger. That means that 35 lakh 88,172 is the bigger number than 35 lakh 80,177. So all of you get the idea how to identify the bigger number and smaller number. We will start from the highest place. Okay. If there is a difference in the highest place, then we can easily understand which is the bigger and which is the smaller number. But if the highest place are same, then we have to move toward the next places. Okay. That means toward the in this example, for the lakh place, both the digits are same, 35 lakhs are same. So that's why I have moved toward the 1000. So here is 80,000 and here is the 88,000. That means 88 is bigger than the 80. That's why that 35 lakh 88,172 is the bigger number than 35 lakh 80,177. So where should I keep the face of that arrow or face of that symbol? Toward the bigger number. Which is the bigger? This one is the bigger. So I will make the face of that symbol toward the bigger number. That means the meaning of that symbol is this number is bigger than this number, or this number is smaller than this number. Okay. That means all of you get the proper idea about the how to give the symbol that is greater or smaller symbol for the given number. Okay. So in this lecture we have learned that how to give the symbols for the bigger number and smaller number. So for the giving that symbol, both two symbols, I have first identified which is the bigger and which is the smaller number, and then I have kept the face of that symbol toward the bigger number. Okay. And for identifying the bigger number and smaller number, I will start from the highest place. So if there is a difference in the highest place, you can identify which is the bigger and smaller number. But if the highest places are the same, then you have to move toward the next places. Okay. So you will get the number which are the bigger number and smaller number. Once you identify bigger number and smaller number, you have to keep the face of that symbol toward the bigger number. Okay. So in the home, you have to solve the remaining examples from the practice set 6. Okay. I will send the homework on your WhatsApp group. Okay friends, thank you.